Welcome to another AEW installment of Tag Me In, where the triple threat brain trusts to tag over the good, the bad, and everything in between in the world of professional wrestling. I, of course, am the unofficially official Lip Dizzle, joined with none other than the less than stealthy unicorn himself, hailing from parts unknown, ScooterRay Black.
Yeah. Came in from the shadows.
That's right. He was born in it, y'all. He was born in it. And of course, ladies of the IWC.
Oh.
The heartthrob of the community himself, Jaeger Bombastic, so fantastic. It's too bad Red Velvet wasn't on the show, because if she was, he probably would have had a heart attack. But Bunny was there.
Bunny was there. Statlander was there. Reba, not Rebel. Rebel, not Reba. Whoops. She was there.
Either one. Britt Baker was there.
Britt Baker was definitely there. Hey, Britt Baker going to be in Houston, and we going to see you. Not in a threatening way, but we're just going to try and get a couple words out here.
Indeed. We're either gonna get words, footage. A picture will happen. A picture will happen. But yeah. Either way, AEW Road Rager was a very interesting show.
Indeed.
In a good way. In possibly some of the best ways. Were there some things that I did not like? Yeah. But, it comes with the territory. But just because there's certain things that I didn't like doesn't mean that it was a bad show. It was an interesting show. It was a good show. There were some very surprising moments, unexpected moments. But I know our guy hailing from the shadows, Mr. ScooterRay Black, has some interesting tidbits on the AEW front.
And just like that, I appear.
Just like that.
Darkness. Out the darkness, I appear.
Indeed.
But the big story out of AEW, Tony Khan did an interview, and he said he paid $100,000 for that exploding barbed wire match.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Wait a minute. I had to come back for this. What?
That exploding what was it called? The exploding barbed wire?
Exploding barbed wire death match. Yeah.
It was $100,000.
Where?
Well, it was the pyrotechnic guys. He paid $100,000. And before I continue, y'all can hear me clear? Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
So apparently, he said that he paid $100K for the explosion and all the pyrotechnics and everything. And he said he thinks there was a what's the word I'm looking for? A miscommunication. A miscommunication of how big the explosion was supposed to be at the end. And I think he said that the guys felt so bad that I think he said they either paid him the money back or something happened. But he did promise, if there is another one, or I think he actually said there will be another, that it will be a better situation.
Well, see,
so I'm gonna jump back off this camera and I'm gonna let y'all discuss it.
Yeah, see, this is where I have an issue with that, because they're making it seem, or he's making it seem, as if everybody had a problem with how big the explosion was. That's not the case. It's not how big or how small the explosion was. It's the fact that they tried to make it happen like that. Like, like nobody was supposed to die from it. Like, we all know what the issue was. They could have easily fixed it without even like you paid $100,000 for something that you didn't need.
Throughout the match, the explosions, whenever they hit the ropes, that was all fine and dandy.
Yes, exactly.
The big time bomb, the whole ring is going to explode at the end of the match. Like, this timer's already set. We can't stop it. That and the fact that it was just like sparklers on the that and no turnaround of like Kenny Omega coming back out and going like, you thought you were gonna die, something like that is where the issue was.
Yeah.
If you wanted to say that, okay, there were supposed to be some things that were supposed to go off with those sparklers, then sure, go with that. But I don't know, man. That's, cool for guaranteeing that it'll be a better show whenever it does happen. But
yeah,
I don't know. You're already on some jaded fans with that one.
Yeah, that's where I kind of stand on that one too. I again have no issue with the fucking match. Like, the match is fine. Again, just like Jaeger said, hitting the ropes. I love the aspect of that because it showed an impact and it made sense the way that they sold it. But you talk about the quote unquote exploding stuff outside the ring where the particle board with the barbed wire spirals on it. Yeah, that was still cheesy, but at the same time, like, it was still somewhat effective, I guess. But yeah, the spending $100,000. Yeah, spending $100,000 on the ending that you did not need that's the problem. That was the problem. So
I think it was $100K for the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just yeah, I can't fathom that they would think that was the issue, because that tells me, and again, I could be wrong, and maybe that's not the case, but it tells me that Tony Khan didn't listen to any of the criticism outside of the finish, and they think and him thinking that it was all about how about the sparklers, because I know Jim Cornette was someone who had criticized that and said something about the sparklers as well, but that wasn't the main deal. It was really the fact of we all know we live in a world where obviously we can see things for what it is.
I mean, really, it was kind of Jaeger's point he hit on. You was like, hey, regardless of how this match plays out, it's going to blow up. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay, wait, what?
Exactly.
Then y'all do this epic 6-minute beatdown because the match finished too early.
Yeah.
Yep.
And boom, this was the result. So, yeah, it wasn't really, like you said, stop focusing on, he's focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, when you see stuff like that, it kind of almost null and voids the match. But for the most part, nobody said the match was bad. We was just like, y'all kind of hyped up this ending, and it was a dud.
True.
I mean, let's keep it real. That ending was almost akin to Mass Effect 3. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Man. This is probably the second Mass Effect reference that I've heard this week. Mass Effect 3 ending reference, rather. It brought me back. Listen. You know what? Yeah. Thank you, Scoop. Don't get me super invested in something and then give me a shitty payoff.
Well, at least 2 Mass Effect references. Mass Effect 3 references is just too many, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The game shouldn't even be talked about. I mean, they did update it to where it gave you a better ending, but after seeing it the first time around, like, who the fuck cares? But yeah. Well, TK, that's I mean, at least you got your money back. I think maybe, hopefully. But
I might look into the story again and I'll update y'all. But I think he said he
okay.
got the money back because the guys felt bad.
Well, that's good.
That is good.
That's about it. Anything else happen, Mr. Scoop?
That was really it with AEW.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because and you know what? It's AEW's been good on a lot of things. Like they're not marred in controversy a lot, so it's not too big of a deal, especially with situations like this. Like if this is a situation where this is like their only like talked about issue, I'm cool with, because stuff like theirs come up every once in a while. Like it's not consistent, and anything that's an issue on their end is usually subjective with whoever has an issue, like i.e. Cornette or some fans who have an issue with who they bring in or so on and so forth. But for the most part, they pretty much handle their shit to the best of their ability, to where like they're not spilling, their shit, so
right.
So at least good on that.
Before we continue with it, I wanted to kind of spend a little bit talking about Mr. Tony Khan here for a second.
Okay.
One of the things I feel Tony Khan or TK or whatever, he has to stop answering so many people.
Yeah.
And he has to stop trying to take everything as a diss or so literal, because it's easy to just truly say, yeah, we messed up. It didn't go right. We'll do better.
Yeah.
The fact that match happened back in February?
February? That's a
February,
good
March.
Question. Let me check.
I think it was mid or late February.
March.
Mm-hmm. The fact that this happened in March and it's July, and I understand it might have came up on a podcast or came up in an interview, leave the mistakes where they was, did your press then, and move on.
Yeah.
You don't have to quote unquote be that mark in a sense, or you don't have to try to please or appease everyone. Like, don't bring back up the match. Like it's kind of past our memory in a sense. Don't bring it back up to have us be like, oh, now you done got the bad memory kind of stuck in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
kind of like how I accidentally triggered Mass Effect 3 for you. But I feel Tony Khan personally has to stop being such a quote unquote mark for the business in a sense. This is me personally. I know there'll be plenty of the people who will willingly disagree with what I'm saying, but it's almost like any business. You see some businesses fuck up all the time and you never hear from people. You might just get a blanketed letter saying, hey, we know we fucked up, guys. We do better.
Yeah.
You don't never hear certain members of the board and CEOs and presidents do a whole tour. Or, you know what I'm saying? They just be like, look, we fucked up. We'll do better. Call it a day.
Exactly.
Same thing what Tony Khan has to do. We fucked up. Our bad. Do it. Like, you don't have to keep talking about it. Just let it be. Let it be.
Yeah.
Any mistakes the company made sometimes, address it then and there, but just let it be within that time frame. There's so much things that happen in wrestling that, like, for instance, take the let's take Blood and Guts, for instance. Blood and Guts could have happened, and we would have been like, for that first few days, man, we can't believe the way that match ended. And then next thing you know, because WWE is going WWE. Oh yeah, hey, WWE releasing people. We didn't forgot already why we was mad with AEW.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, so
110%.
that's my personal take with Tony Khan personally, is that he doesn't have to be that cool kid. He doesn't have to be that one who has to always be out there and talking this, and just let it be. Like I said, that's just me personally. Just let it be.
Yeah, and just for the record, Tony Khan, if you want an exploding barbed wire death match, if you have Stadium Stampede, go ahead and put the ring out there and have it, because you can't have a large ass explosion in an enclosed space. And I'm gonna show you exactly why that's the case. For those of you who don't understand why it doesn't make sense to have that shit in an enclosed space, because of shit like this. This right here is an exploding barbed wire death match.
Holy crap.
Shit.
That had aerial coverage.
Right? They got aerial coverage.
I can almost guarantee that nobody got hurt in that.
Mr. Dizzle, does it say when this match happened?
It does not.
Okay.
But I can definitely find out. Let's see. 1994.
Wow.
Man, that production budget was better than
us. Say,
yeah, that's
fucking aerial coverage.
Atsushi Onita versus Great Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, October 30th, 1994. Michinoku Pro.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you just said that, again, not to really harp on it, why didn't they do it on the Jags field rather than Daly? Because I mean, there still was no fans.
Yeah.
So why didn't they do it in the stadium instead of in Daly's place?
No telling.
Now that you said that, like, I didn't even think about that till literally just now.
Makes no sense, but it is what it is. You know, they'll make better decisions next time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he said it'll be better next time. So we just gotta see who will be participating in the next one whenever it happens.
Yeah. Hopefully it's Kenny.
We'll see.
but yeah,
Kenny Mox too.
I'd be down with it. They look, that match was not a bad match.
Mm-mm.
So,
right.
But going from that and into AEW's Road Rager.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could care less for the name, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it was supposed to be a play on
Road Rage.
Jericho's.
Yeah.
But
Rockin' Rager.
Yeah, I'm glad that this show kicked off with a match I didn't care about.
Same.
And here lies my problem.
Off the bat. All right, fair enough. Go ahead, Scoop.
The first name you put.
Cody Rhodes?
Yep. You know, ever since we had that conversation of Cody Rhodes and Charlotte Flair, it seems like Cody literally just told us to hold my beer. Honestly, it just seems like this is coming from me personally. If y'all two feel differently, that's whatever. It seems like ever since we had that nepotism conversation, it literally just turned into hold my beer.
Damn.
I really don't understand, and one day I will fully get the reference. I don't understand Homelander Rhodes right now. And spoiler alert for the people who didn't watch it and saw my namesake, even when we fast forwarded to that, it was like, why does he have to be the first person?
I think the disrespect started as soon as I found out QT got the jobber entrance.
Yeah, that was another thing.
QT
that didn't
didn't
make
even
any
get an
sense.
entrance.
Like, bruh, why?
And I know I've come on here and I've criticized QT Marshall, for a number of reasons, but you're in the feud with Cody Rhodes. You're in an opening match. This isn't a regular Dynamite. So why would you not get a regular entrance? Because this is supposed to be a blood feud. So like, why not? On top of that, you're treating this like it's a pay-per-view or a sub pay-per-view. So everybody who's on the card should be getting an entrance, like no exceptions, period. So yeah. I don't understand this. And again, maybe this is to further this whole transformation from Cody into a heel, but I just don't. I'm so confused as to what's going on with Cody Rhodes at this point that I don't know. That I don't have an answer for it. But to Scoot's point on the whole nepotism thing, and I'm going to be completely honest with my bias. It's hard for me to not be on Cody's side because of my feelings for Charlotte Flair on this one. So it's hard for me to look past that.
I don't even blame you for that.
Yeah,
I
don't. But of course, I'm not blind to it. So I am very objective when I look at this, and it's getting to the point where it is hard to defend Cody at this point because of some of the decisions that's made. Because now, am I happy that this feud is potentially over with? Yes, absolutely. But could this have gone the way where QT kind of came away with the win and had bragging rights and then moving forward from this? Yeah, because again, Cody doesn't lose anything from winning or losing to QT Marshall. Hell, Cody doesn't lose or gain anything from losing or winning to anybody at this point. So this is why it's hard to defend it because of that fact. Because you can think of Cody and then versus XYZ person here, anybody who's on that roster that wins or loses against Cody gains more or loses more than Cody winning. Cody is stagnant at this point. He's not stagnant, but
he's solidified.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. He's solidified in his position, regardless of who he goes against and what the outcome is. It doesn't hurt or benefit him in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah, I don't know.
I honestly, when the lights went out, little did we know that it was foreshadowing for later, but I was expecting like a go-go to be in there, like maybe give a knockout punch, give QT the win like before, something, but Cody, like I'm saying it yet again, Cody being the centerpiece of all this instead of Dustin just still does not sit right with me.
Yeah. And Dustin was a side character in this because he just basically chased off the factory.
Yep.
So, again, still makes no sense. Dustin would have benefited more from this, way more.
Yes.
And I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why you just don't put Dustin in a prominent position here. Because, again, one, he can still go. Two, he's almost out the door as it is. So why not give him a significant feud at this point to do something until, like, it's time for him right off into the sunset? I don't understand. Turn Cody.
Honestly, Cody should just be on family leave right about now.
He really should. He would benefit. That's what he would benefit from, taking time off of TV.
Yes. I mean, no disrespect, but yes.
Yeah, giving everybody a palate cleanser just for the moment. because
That's what I was about to get ready to hint at. That Cody right now should benefit off of the whole "let us miss you."
Yeah.
Let us miss you. Let you be gone. You and Brandy take care of little Liberty. Let us miss you. You can still pop up on Instagram, or you can still have little vignettes or commercials, or just disappear altogether. Not saying it in a bad way, but let us miss you. Because I mean, let's just go ahead and say it since it kind of ties in. Malakai Black should not be debuting against Cody Rhodes.
No. But at the same time, that could be who ends up putting him away for a second.
It could be, but Malakai Black, because like I said, we're fast forwarding it, and then we'll bring it back. That whole segment was just pointless. What was Orn about to come out there and say anyway?
Yeah. Tony Schiavone was just like, hey, you got a lot to be proud about right now. You know, life is good for if you're Arn Anderson. It's like, okay.
Like, what was Orn like? What was Orn about to get ready to come out there and say? Honestly, what should have happened? What should have really happened was Malakai should have knocked out Cody, and then that should have gave QT the W.
Which would have ended the feud, and it would have started another one.
Exactly. That's what really should have happened. It should have been a situation where Malakai had knocked out Cody. Then QT would have been like, "Wait, should I do this? Like this? He's standing in the ring right now. Should I?" Yeah. QT should have like he should have quickly. I'm out. I don't want no smoke with Malakai here.
Exactly.
Yeah, Malakai just kind of stands in the center, like, yeah.
That's what really should have happened in that situation.
And I agree.
But, you know, like I said, I don't get, like you said, it doesn't hurt him to lose.
Yeah, not at all.
Cody could lose the next 35 matches and he'll still be the most loved person in AEW.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People would love him more for losing than winning.
The only thing that will hurt the AEW fans is if next week he's a WWE wrestler. That would probably be the only thing that will hurt the AEW fans. If Cody just next week, boom, hey, I signed with WWE. Huh? What? But yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and to harp back on the whole taking time off thing. It's funny that we bring that up because of the fact that I'm going to segue into the next thing with this. With the fact.
Well, before that, Cody won.
Cody did win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
spoiler alert.
The fact of Cody taking time off and like giving fans like, you know, a chance to kind of just reprieve from everything would benefit him in that situation because it would help. You know, kind of like how Hangman, you know, he was ranked number 1 for the longest, but nobody rushed him to a title match. They played in the storyline where he was like either insecure about his chances or not being ready to go after that AEW championship. Nobody fussed about it. Nobody fussed about him not getting a title shot. They just they knew he was ranked number 1. Everybody felt he deserved it, but they didn't rush to do it. And that segues into the next thing because of the fact that, case in point, how the fans react to everything regarding Hangman. Kenny Omega came out for an interview. Him and Don Callis came in. Of course, Tony Schiavone would shoot off by Don Callis. And Kenny bringing back the red boots that were so infamous, started talking about how there's just no competition. There's nothing for him. And Evil Uno came out. And Evil Uno, for one, just
sharp
and just him on the mic. Like,
I forgot how great he was on the mic.
Didn't get to talk much.
He didn't get to talk, but the thing is that's a thing though. That's to his credit.
Well, remember he talked Well, remember he was talking a lot before the Dark Order expanded.
True.
When it was just Uno and Grayson, he was talking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he got to the point to where he started bringing up Hangman, and
Mm-hmm.
the fans themselves were already one saying Hangman, saying cowboy shit, and Evil Uno touched on that, saying that you're not even listening to the fans. And of course, you had the Good Brothers come out, try to attack Evil Uno.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Dark Order come out, try to clear the ring. And sure enough, we finally get Hangman and Kenny Omega in the same segment after who knows how long. And Hangman cleans house. And the crazy thing about it was they never had him and Kenny touch one time.
Right.
And this storyline, out of everything else that's going on, they take so much care in this storyline in itself to where it's like we have to make sure that we can't do anything wrong with this. We need to treat this like it's an infant, to where we just don't do the slightest thing that's going to fuck this up completely. I like that they're taking care of this and really being very serious with attention to detail and everything that has to do with this. Because
I think personally the only way they can fuck this up if Hangman doesn't win. That's the only thing I think they can do to fuck it up.
Two things have to happen in this match. One, obviously Hangman has to win. But two, Hangman has to be the person to kick out of the One Wing Angel.
Absolutely.
Those two things have to happen.
Because if they didn't give it to Moxley, then it has to be Hangman.
Mm-hmm. Because there's not going to be anybody else that you can do it for. Because one, I think there had been rumors about Kenny Omega possibly retiring, but at the same time, because they said he was hurting, so I don't know if that was just maybe it's like taking time off. But again, even I had stated it before, I don't see Kenny winning that title for a long time, unless like he turns face and he's doing like a face run with the title. I only see Kenny winning this title 2 times, as a heel and 1 time as a face, and that's it.
You know what? The way that AEW Championship has been built, as of right now, I don't see none of the 3 men ever winning it again. Maybe Moxley, but I think the first 3 title reigns were so prestigious enough that if Jericho, Moxley, or Omega never wins the belt again, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
I can personally, me speaking, I can personally live with it because you see the talent that's waiting in the wings.
Yeah. And I think it's smart by them to do it this way, because I think these are probably going to be the longest reigns in AEW Championship history for the moment, for like the next few years, because I think what's going to happen is that once Hangman wins this title, that's going to start the trend of these titles like changing hands a lot more frequent than they have been. Like, I don't think we're going to start seeing like a year-long run or, you know, a 8+ month-long run. I think we're going to get 3 to 6 months of like title runs before there's a new champ for a good amount of years.
I can see that.
So, yeah. And I think it's the same thing with the tag titles. I think what they're doing, and it's very smart by AEW, build the prestige of these of all of your titles, and then book that shit like, you know, like a regular company.
I mean, think about all the champions that have been in AEW, even counting Brian Cage. We're talking about the FTW Cage. We're talking about Riho, Nyla, Sheeta, Britt Baker for women. We're talking about SCU, Omega and Page, FTR, Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Brody Lee, Cody Rhodes,
Darby.
Darby, thank you, and now Miro. Then we're talking about Jericho, Moxley, and Paige. Or not Paige, sorry, Omega.
Mhm.
So if you look at those names already who have been champions, you're right. They're starting off the prestige of the titles pretty high.
Yeah.
So it can the only way it goes down from here is if they just stop giving a shit about the titles. But
Yeah.
they built their stuff up enough to where whoever wins the belt is going to make sense. It's not like we're going to watch AEW one day and Marco Stunt gets a world title match. Marco Stunt gets a world title match, and boom, he gets the 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be like, excuse me, huh?
He currently holds the BTE title.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
then
BTE title is just their YouTube.
It's a gimmick
belt.
title, so
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying. But I mean, funny how that's
I
the one
mean,
person I mentioned.
Yeah.
Like there
funny
won't
enough.
be any. I feel as of right now there won't be any Leon Ruff S title victories.
Oh, no,
No
they
slight to
should
Leon Ruff. No slight to.
definitely not do
Once
that.
again, people, no slight to Leon Ruff, but there won't be any Leon-esque type title wins unless they pull some whatchamacallit shit. That episode of Raw where Jericho beat Triple H,
and
and then they make the refs reverse it.
Oh god, yeah.
Unless some shit like that happens.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait to talk about it when it comes up, because I was about to talk about it early, but I think I'm gonna wait. For we're talking about a future champ, but yeah, we'll wait.
Okay. Are we talking about the same person?
We probably are. One of the surprises of the night, in my opinion. Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. Of course, Inner Circle represented by Jake Hager and Proud and Powerful, accompanied by Conan. And then the Pinnacle represented by Wardlow, FTR, accompanied by Tully. I'm glad this match happened. Because again, the build for just these two factions going at it. We were cheated in the beginning. Go ahead.
Wait, don't forget. I think before the match they showed. Didn't they show before the match Guevara attacking? Chairman.
Yeah, Sean Spears. Sean Spears was very composed in his promo, and then he started to get a little bit erratic for a second. But then Sammy threw a chair at him.
That was hilarious.
And he said, "Gotcha, bitch."
That was
at least he didn't throw it wildly like he did at Matt Hardy. That busted Matt open like that.
Jesus, right?
Yeah. So again, but that's still credit to this build and how everything is. And with this match, I still have to keep giving props to fucking Santana, man. Like if it wasn't for Chris Jericho, I could even see him as being like the leader of the Inner Circle.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I wasn't watching Impact a lot when that iteration of LAX was around. I would see stuff here and there. But if this is what they had then, oh boy. Because I feel like I've been sleeping on Santana and Ortiz, especially Santana. Because even Cornette has said that Santana's mic skills, it feels so real.
Yeah, man.
Like Cornette himself said that.
Proud and Powerful are going to be the ones to beat the Bucks. Like,
Ooh.
if they don't, it will be a disservice. They have to be the ones to beat the Bucks while they are faces.
I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it on the New York show.
It has to happen.
I think they're going to do it there.
That would be appropriate as hell.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because of the outcome of this match. Because of the fact that FTR and Wardlow went over, this right here is going to give chance for Proud and Powerful, because they are ranked right now, as well as FTR. But they are ranked right now. They have a chance to go after the Bucks. They can win those titles and then lose them to FTR. And that's not a slight on them for losing FTR. It's just the fact that that's the way that it's going to go. Is because, the Pinnacle, Wardlow and FTR, won this match last night. So, but at the same time, you're going to have Proud and Powerful beat them to the finish by getting those titles first. Well, before they get them again, obviously. And so that'll be their leg up. And then you're going to have FTR, because I don't think they're going to have a match at all. I think they're going to keep feuding, but I don't think we're going to get a Proud and Powerful FTR match until that point.
I know.
I know
we might get one.
It's hard to believe.
It is.
Oh, you know what? Let me take that back. You might be right, Scoot, because I think what might happen is they might have a match to see who goes against Young Bucks. And I think Proud and Powerful they come up ahead on that one, win those titles, and then end up losing to FTR after they have defense after defense after defense. Because you still have to give you have to give Proud and Powerful a few defenses before they go up and lose to FTR. So if they wrestle beforehand and then have Proud and Powerful win those titles, then you can kind of give them some space for a second and then go from there. Yeah. But everybody,
I didn't think about it like that.
Everybody was on fire this match. Everybody.
Straight up.
Jake Hager, again, still like completely slept on in WWE. He got a fire lit under him after going into MMA.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what fucked up Jake Hager in WWE. My personal opinion. Everybody doesn't have to necessarily talk.
This is true. You're right. They don't.
Because you got to think. Because you got to think. That's why they keep trying to pair Bobby Lashley with all these people, because they feel it's not the fact that Bobby Lashley can't talk. They just feel he doesn't have that. I don't know.
No, that's why Bobby Lashley. It's his cadence.
That's cadence. What it is. His cadence. Thank you.
His cadence is fucking trash.
Yes,
that's the only thing.
And Jack Swagger got that heavy. And sorry, not Jack Swagger. But Jack Swagger at the time, he had that heavy ass lisp, and his tongue sounded heavy.
Still kind of does.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No disrespect to the man, but yeah,
that's Jack Swagger. And then they tried to pair him with Zeb Coulter, and after the Zeb Coulter thing broke up, they had him by himself, and it was like everybody don't have to have these long drawn out promos. Let people just go in there, beat people's asses, and then just dip.
Hell, look at Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar doesn't have long drawn out promos. He'll say like some one-liners here and there, and then be done with it. Like, but for the most part,
with it.
Yeah. So, it's okay. AEW's doing right by Hager.
But they're doing right by Hager because he piggybacks with the Inner Circle.
Yes.
Like, it's not like it's a Hager by himself thing. He piggybacks off of the other guys, and they just ping off each other to where, it makes sense in the end.
Yeah. And I definitely agree with that. And I'm glad that they didn't break up the Inner Circle, because now I'm able to see what the potential that Jericho was talking about actually is. Because when they first got together, the inception of Inner Circle, when it happened, all eyes were on Jericho. Everybody else is like secondary players to Jericho. And now that we have this feud going on with them and they're able to talk as faces, we're able to see the magic that is Santana. We're able to see, the evolution of Jake Hager. We're able to see Ortiz in what little they give us at times, but his little they give us is impactful. We're able to see the rising star in Sammy Guevara. So I'm appreciative of the time they gave us with Inner Circle up to this point because we're able to see that.
A little spoiler alert. A little, I don't say spoiler alert, but a little something to look forward to the people. This show also gave us a glimpse of another rising star. But we'll get there when we get there.
We will get there because it happened at some point, but we'll get there. But with Jericho, ironically enough, the Inner Circle thing just kind of kept all together in a big block because Jericho and MJF had a face-off, but not before Jericho had a face-off with someone else.
Insert random fan name here.
Yes, you're right. Insert random fan name.
Was it so much Jericho or was it really more MJF?
Well, no, it wasn't MJF at all. MJF had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
See, this
we get it. It was rude, man.
Yeah, what happened was this fan wanted to live out his dream of being a professional wrestler by having an actual professional wrestler's entrance. For those of you who don't know, let me just stop saying words and just fucking show it to you. So now, of course, it's Jericho punching the fan, but let's see from another angle.
Oh, I haven't seen this angle.
Dude just wanted his 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
And then Jericho cheap shot this poor bastard.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. I've heard so many wrestlers tell stories on this, coming from Cornette, coming from Stone Cold, coming from others.
Yeah.
They feel when they do that, it's fair game. Fuck the kayfabe, fuck all that. It's fair game. And I mean, look at what happened whenever the dude tackled Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame. Dax Harwood was tearing that. Dax was tearing his ass up. Hell, he better be lucky Travis Brown, since Travis Brown got there first. He better be lucky Travis Brown didn't beat his ass.
Facts.
And once again, this is our first time traveling again, and you trying to be the one, I would have decked your ass too.
Shit.
Yeah.
Remember that one footage that they showed where that one fan tried to run in there when it was Triple H and Stone Cold, and Triple H was beating off in that dude's ass? And then Stone Cold was looking like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why
Triple H.
You said what, Scoop?
So I was saying that Triple H was whooping that ass. So yeah, I'll be the same way. You fair game. You are fair game. If you step into that world, you are fair game.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, because I think it was
it did feel a little unprovoked from Jericho, like, hey, you stepping in my ring, but at the same time, like, dumbasses are dumbasses.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody, but thing is, but shit like this, I mean, just like with him, like, the shit's fucking planned. You know, he knew he wanted to do that. You know, that's why.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
It's the same thing with when WWE came down here for a Night of Champions, and it was that match with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose against, I don't know if it was if it was a handicap where it was the Wyatt family and them, and then you had that fan that came in dressed in that fucking vest. It's like, again, shit's planned. You know?
Yeah, and then they kind of slightly looked at him like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. Because he was in the ring standing next to them. Matter of fact, hold on, let me see if I can I got it right here. Quality, I think quality's trash on it though. But
yeah, it was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I think Jericho was there. Was there the guy?
Well, Well, damn, Jericho, you just attracting people in all companies, ain't you?
right?
Plot twist
But
is the
yeah,
same guy. He just gained weight.
this
No.
what
That would
what if
be
it
wild.
was? Yeah, right.
Jericho swung at him like, you again?
That
That's
would
why he
be
was
some
pissed off.
wild shit. That
Right?
would be wild. I'm not gonna lie. That would be wild.
But yeah, so but to fast forward through to actual the actual face off between Jericho and MJF.
Mm.
Jericho did make a nice little funny by saying he should have let the fan whoop his ass. But
Yes.
That's Jericho for you.
Jericho. Man.
But again, with these storylines and with them taking attention to
No,
detail.
we're missing the biggest savagery that he put out, though.
No, Jericho's put up a lot of savagery because it's fucking Jericho.
True.
He said, yeah, like your mom. Again.
Said, yeah, I will do anything, even bang your mom.
He's like, even have sex with your mom. And but the ellipses for it, and then him just waiting.
And then not only that, they was like,
the
who's
fans.
your daddy? And then Jericho was like, I don't know, it could be. But no, Jericho said something interesting to me, which I don't know if it's going to play a role into anything, but he did say, if I can't defeat your what was the word? It was your trials, then I don't deserve to be in AEW. So I thought that was a little interesting little thing he said. That if I can't, if I can't get through your trials, then maybe I just don't deserve to be in AEW.
If that's a stipulation, then well, I mean, you already know who's winning,
right?
I think what they might do is I think they're gonna get Jericho to of course make it through these trials, obviously, but I think there's gonna be the other stipulation with him and MJF. Now, Ali Davis said something very interesting when I watched his review of AEW. And I didn't think about this, but I think it makes sense because when MJF had stated the whole trial thing, I thought that, of course, like everybody else would think, that he would have him go up against members of the Pinnacle.
No, he said, of my choosing.
Yeah, of his choosing. Now, the thing is, but everybody's mind would go to the Pinnacle. Because, but the way Ali Davis brought it up, he had said it would be interesting if MJF made Jericho wrestle the other members of the Inner Circle.
That actually might be what happens. He said, of my choosing.
That'd be a nice twist.
You know, I didn't think about that. I thought about he was gonna be like, hey, fight Miro, or hey, fight the Murder Hawk Monster. Hey, like I didn't think about him having to wrestle the 4 members of the Inner Circle.
Damn, fight Sammy Guevara in a first blood match.
Not only that, but he also said stipulations too. Of my choosing.
That's what I was getting to. Like, fuck. What if he makes him choose like fight Hager in an MMA match?
No. What would be the cool shit? Now, this is where it should backfire. Dizzle, you might remember this. This was around the time when Hall and Nash, I think the NWO had formed, and it was just the 3. There was a fatal 4-way tag team match. And it was Hall and Nash, I think the Steiners, Harlem Heat, I think, and another team. And the caveat to this match is partners can fight each other. So the whole time they was hinting at, well, would Hall and Nash fight each other? So the match lasted for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. And what happened was Hall and Nash was in the ring at the same time. I think Hall dropped. I think Hall just dropped, and Nash hurried up and pinned him, and they won and dipped out.
Yep.
So if he does have them fight the Inner Circle, they could all just lay down, let Jericho stroll those 4, not go fuck up MJF.
But that's the thing, though, because and it's funny because Ali Davis also brought that up too, because he had brought up the fact that Inner Circle had already talked about like how they wouldn't cut corners with wrestling each other.
Okay.
And I thought that's why that was interesting to me, because of the fact that, again, just like I said earlier, with how everything within their circle is coming to fruition, with how they came into play, and now we're starting to see the potential in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho, in this trial, if this does happen, could absolutely bring out the best in every one of the Inner Circle members. And this could be a way to get them all over before Jericho obviously wins and beats them, but having a fantastic showcase with every member of the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
And then possibly putting over MJF in a match where he basically just, I don't want to say retires from AEW, but stops wrestling for a bit.
Yeah.
So,
I can see that.
And then have Inner Circle go off just on their own with just the four, or Jericho being like, you know, a Tully in this situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, but yeah, so this is interesting. This is one of the more interesting back and forth between MJF and Jericho, because this makes more sense. And again, shit that should have happened a long time ago, before Blood and Guts and before Stadium Stampede, obviously. So we're in interesting territory. But from there, we get one of the more interesting and surprising things that happen. Ricky Starks comes out with full-on security.
3 big old boys. Except for one. One was pretty skinny looking.
To talk about his match with Brian Cage. He runs down Brian Cage.
Mm-hmm.
And Taz and Team Taz come out. Of course, that being Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs. And Taz is like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on?"
Oh, this is freaking embarrassing.
And I like this because they completely bamboozled me, because I'm just like everybody else was thinking Brian Cage is going to be the one to defect from Team Taz.
Mm-hmm.
But they did the right thing in this little swerve, because Ricky Starks would obviously be the one who would say that he's bigger than Team Taz. And the fact that he came out with security for his protection, this whole thing was a good look. I hope that they keep this going with him coming out with security. And I hope that he is the one that defects from Team Taz officially, takes the FTW title, and moves on like this.
Hey, remember when I said that there was another star in the making?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Starks.
I was talking about Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
I was 100% talking about the absolute Ricky Starks.
This and this was absolutely perfect for him, because if this is what they had in the plans for the FTW title, perfect, because this gives him something to do without having to put him in the rankings, without having to put him up against somebody like Miro going for the AEW championship. This gives him a personal title, just like with Cameron Grimes and LA Knight with the $1 Million Championship. This gives him something to brag about.
Well, this will also be a perfect title for Rampage.
That's true.
When the quote unquote newness of Rampage wears off, like every now and then we might get a world title match on Rampage, and that's a strong might. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a bunch of TNT championships here and there on Rampage, but the FTW title would be a perfect title to be the staple of Rampage.
I agree, and with Ricky Starks being like on the top of that, basically getting his own fucking show, if that's the case, I think would be the best thing for him, because again, this, just like you said, Scoot, is a star in the making. He's amazing on the mic. His character work, his demeanor, his mannerisms, everything.
All of that.
You know, a lot of people would say like old school Rocky Maivia vibes.
And that's perfectly fine.
But it's in a way, it's almost more than that. It's like he's taking that, and he's taking, and I'm gonna say this, he's taking the fanny pack vibe and made it his own.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Jaeger. Who's the only man who would do commentary without a shirt on?
That was definitely Ricky Starks.
I mean, come on now. You have to be the most self-serving individual to go do commentary without a shirt on.
Like, for real, though.
Like,
sometimes he would just have a match and then just go sit his ass down over there for a little bit.
And that's absolute. That is absolute.
Absolutely.
But what's also absolutely amazing is Andrade.
Pause.
oh my gosh.
I didn't know that I was going to speak this into existence.
Oh.
But the motherfucker did it.
The Black Mask gear?
Well, he came out looking like Black Mask, which...
Mm-hmm.
But the damn attire was a tear-off suit.
Yeah.
You did say that. You did.
I was like, the only thing that's going to kill this for me is if he comes out in a damn tear-off suit. And I'm looking at the TV and I'm like, damn, that's badass. He's coming out like Black Mask. And then he's over here loosening the necktie. I'm like, no. And then he starts ripping at the back. I was like, ah, shit.
Hey, the man wrestled in pinstripes.
Can I mention one thing?
Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
Just let everybody know this. This says Matt something.
Yeah.
It is anytime you have Matt Sydal and Andrade in the same talking point, it's always going to be Matt something from now on. Period. Go ahead, Scoot.
I never want to be considered a sexist or think women can't do things that men can't do.
Uh-oh.
When Andrade did that double moonsault, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh, that's cool, Scoot. Allow me. Charlotte, stop doing the shit.
I was gonna just leave it at that. I was gonna just leave it at that. I was gonna let the people
put two and two together.
That's okay. But, allow me.
Oh no!
I'll do it every time.
Okay,
every time.
Help me out, peeps. I missed the ending. What did Andrade finish Matt something with?
Oh, fuck.
His new move that he calls El Idolo.
Okay. Was it like a slam or a submission? Because I know he did that submission at the end.
It's weird to describe.
I would say, I know he did that submission at the end of the match, but I missed.
Yeah, that's what's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, I missed how he actually beat Matt something.
Matt something.
And the fact that Alex A kept telling him it's Sydal. Yeah, something.
Oh, geez, that strap match was like 15 minutes.
Damn.
No,
15 minutes of not needed.
I mean, you're right.
I mean, you got to think. I know we're going back in time.
Excuse me, hold on. 14 and change.
The build to it wasn't even worth nothing.
Nope.
At the end of the day, this strap match should have been between Dustin and Cody. Like you said, I think it was either Lip or Jaeger. One of y'all said it. This South Beach strap match should have been between Dustin and QT.
Yeah.
Homelander did not have to be in this match.
You notice how quickly he got rid of that shit too?
Right.
I mean, that was for the American dream, but yeah.
Let
me see if
we're gonna get edited
have an issue because it was NXT because that's who did it the last time. So I don't know if we're gonna get the same thing in terms of AEW. Yep. It's Xfinity. It's Xfinity that's doing it.
If I got to
Damn
go back and look at
censorship.
it, that's fine. Like I said, I just didn't see how he got the 1, 2, 3 because I didn't know if he was still doing the hammerlock DDT or not.
Yeah.
Jesus, I just got to Andrade doing the double moonsault, and he does it like a damn gymnast.
Once again, I didn't want to expound upon it. I just left it at that. I noticed the moment he did it, I was like, "Whoo, boy!"
Just hey, some
Boy.
people just shouldn't do it.
That's
Charlotte.
all I was like. I was like, "Whoo, boy!" That moonsault is crisp.
Let's see here.
It
Oh, no.
is very crisp.
It is crisp with a capital P. Crisp.
Oh.
No, it's
I noticed that Andrade did do a Three Amigos. And then I also noticed that who was it? No, it was Ortiz. He went for 2 Amigos with a German suplex.
Well, Andrade was doing the Three Amigos when he was in WWE. They
Very
just
true.
usually the third Amigo every now and then would get interrupted.
Here it is. I got this.
So, oh, you got it now?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, so it was
It's
a
like
hammerlock DDT. Oh, wait,
It's a
no.
hammerlock into a face plant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it still was hammerlock, just not the DDT part.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course he used a tie assisted submission.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Oh, that's the belt, not the tie.
Oh, it was a belt.
Started whipping
Now
on
I
him.
don't know if this is gonna be his full turn because I had some issues with him wrestling that because in my mind I had something different, but that's just me.
Well, he's been promoing as that for a while. Like even before he signed with AEW, he was promoing, I think, that Black Mask as thing. So I think that might be his thing.
They don't look like traditional slacks, and they definitely have knee pads underneath them. So I mean,
definitely.
So I don't know. I'm with it. I mean, fucking tearaway suits though.
I mean, it gives him that boss character feel. Like it gives him
True.
It gives him that old school Streets of Rage. Like I beat your ass in the suit.
Yeah,
I was gonna say some extra words, but
Well, and with this, it's a I like this in ring debut for Andrade. It does work for him, and Matt Sydal is a good opponent, a good starter opponent for him in this instance. So hopefully we start to get more development on other people that he goes against, and to see what direction he's going to start taking moving forward.
I wonder, are they going to mention his title match against Kenny Omega?
That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking, like, as far as like with this, are they going to intertwine the paths that he has in AEW and with Kenny on AAA? Like, are they going to start highlighting that when it gets? Because I mean, we're about I think a month out from that.
Yeah, it was like a good solid month out.
So, yeah, that's a good question. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see with the next coming weeks what happens in it, or if they allude to, or if they treat it something completely separate, because that's going to be a bit different with like a heel versus heel vibe between these two, because I don't know if especially with the Hangman stuff, if you can even build to this like that. So we'll see.
I think we're gonna maybe count Andrade as a tweener until, I don't know, or maybe just for that match.
Yeah. I mean, something. I mean, I still see this as the potential beginning of the end for Kenny's title reigns.
Yep.
Because I feel like what's going to happen here is we're going to end up getting him losing to Andrade and probably chalking it up to him being on foreign territory, if that's the case. And then going from there to lose the Impact title, and then eventually going up against Hangman.
All out in September.
Right. But the thing that bugs me about that is that Callis said, hey, we ran through everybody. We don't have an opponent for you at like Fyter Fest.
Oh no, 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 no! It shouldn't be that early.
No,
No.
no,
I
it's
know.
no. I think it's still going to be fine because I think what's going to happen is because Fighter Fest is what next week,
Night one, yeah. I think they were talking about doing Kenny for night two.
They're
and
gonna just give him somebody just randomly.
when's the
I would
Impact
hope.
match?
He fights
Uh,
Sammy Callahan sometime this month.
Okay, because I think what's going to happen is they're going to have that play into effect with him having a title match so soon within this month that they're going to try to push back the whole Hangman stuff. So with Sammy Callahan being this month and then Andrade being next month, I think what they're going to do is they're going to keep it like, you know what? Oh, we already have a match this month. We can't defend this title. Or we have a match this month. We can't defend this title. So I think they're going to play more into the whole Kenny having to defend his other titles because he has obligations. And then finally,
Hangman.
Hangman. Mm-hmm. Or during this time, have Hangman run the gauntlet, so to speak, with like the Good Brothers or other people, Michael Nakazawa, Brandon Cutler, and then going from there. But I think they've taken so much care into this whole storyline that I don't see them doing anything wrong, and whatever they do is going to do justice to this feud to have it stretched out up until All Out, where Kenny will eventually be all out of titles. So
gets a little crazy. He's like, shit.
all right. But going from this in-ring debut of Andrade to a surprise debut of
let's give it his proper context.
Malakai Black. They called him Tommy in the beginning, and then Excalibur corrected everybody and said, "No, this is Malakai Black."
Right. I was a little confused about that.
He did a video. He did a vignette that he debuted earlier that day,
which I love.
I didn't get a chance to see
I haven't
it,
seen
but
it
I haven't got a chance to see it. But I did see that Authors of Wrestling. Shouts out to Authors of Wrestling. He talked about it, and that's when he had said, "I guess he's going to start going by Malakai Black."
Yeah, it's.
I need to watch it now.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's almost akin to how Moxley did his like prison breakout video.
Okay.
But his was more. It seemed to be in the same vein as he had been doing the stuff in WWE.
With the whole Dark Father thing, or before that?
A little bit before that, more of him like kind of talking to himself in a way, but
okay.
He more so alludes to like voices in his head and like what he's going to listen to. So
was Alistair one voice and now Malakai is another?
I don't think it's. I think it's. Fuck. Let me see, because I think he did a tweet about it too. Oh, they really don't want me to be great. I see how it is.
Are they censoring that too? Shit.
Nah.
I'm like, damn. Who did you piss off today?
Right.
I wonder how that works with Xfinity. Like, do they just know that you're on a recording and then they just black it out?
This is honestly like the first time that they've done this, because before, we were able to watch whatever came on, like no issues whatsoever. But all of a sudden, they don't want me to be great.
They don't want you to be great. It happens.
It does, but I don't care. Let me get my shit. Let me get my shit, damn it. Damn, I don't even know where the video went, but yeah, but to nope, lost that too. Look, it don't fucking matter. We'll find it. Y'all go watch that shit.
Yeah, I go back and watch it. Yeah,
but yeah, his debut started off pretty weird because, again, it's like we said, we had Arn Anderson in the ring. For what reason, who knows? And
Can I tell you who fucked this segment up?
Go ahead.
Homelander fucked this segment up.
Now, Scoot, explain to the people why you think he fucked this segment up.
You just watched this man. Well, I'm gonna just call it his old name as of now. You just saw this man gave Orn Anderson the black mask. You ran in there to check in on Orn. You should have ran up to him and he should have knocked him out right then and there.
Yep. Like I don't know about y'all, but if I ever see my mentor or my coach get knocked the F out, I'm about to try and charge the dude that did it.
Especially since the dude didn't leave the ring. He sat there waiting on you to come in.
He was, and then he fell for the. Oh yeah, go ahead, check on your guy. I'll stand right here. Let me not even give you the thought that I might, I don't know, do the same exact thing. No.
Oh, nah. I'm not gonna touch you, Cody. You're not old enough for me to knock out. I just like knocking out old people. Jake the Snake, you next. Jake the Snake, you next, fam. Like.
Oh, that would be a good match.
But yeah, Cody unfortunately messed it up because, like you said, you just saw him knock out your mentor. You should have charged right at him. That's when he should have gave you the kick. And then boom, segment over.
Yeah.
Ooh, AEW fucked up. I shouldn't say fucked up like a bad way, but the whole Ricky Starks bit, I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's during a recording of Dark.
Yes.
But they also said that it happened earlier tonight. So they could have just said, well, they were doing Dark, but I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, while filming Dark, Ricky decides to go in business for himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
whatever.
But congratulations to Malakai. I'm glad you found a new home. And
Same.
I hope it works out. I hope it's fruitful for you. And I hope you don't do all this and then lose to Cody Rhodes in the end.
If this is all to lose to Cody, he better beat him. Man, if he loses to Cody.
I mean, think about it. Everybody else has MJF. No. Yeah, MJF lost to Cody.
No, MJF hasn't had. No, he didn't lose to Cody.
Okay,
MJF lost to Moxley. That was his only loss.
Thank you. But you got to think QT fell for it. What's his name? Lance Archer. Go-Go. Who else debuted and went against Cody? Oh, Brian Cage.
Oh, Cage did.
Wait, did Cage lose to Cody?
No, Cage lost to Mox.
Somebody else debuted and immediately lost to Cody.
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, he did do the job for Cody during his TNT title reign.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen to Malakai.
Hell, Ricky Starks was one too.
Damn. Homelander, man.
That's what was annoying to see for a stat was Cody's supposedly supposed to be getting the new people over, yet he's got 39-0 and not 39-0, but 39-3 or something in the 30s and 3 for his singles matches in his career so far.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really pushing the up and comers.
Well, we didn't have any up and comers in the main event.
This is true.
Wait! Before we got there, if you want to talk about it, we don't have to. Don't forget about that whole segment with the whole America Top Team.
No, see, I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm already mad. Because see, here's the problem.
Wait a minute.
You sit there. You didn't see that, Jaeger?
Top Team.
American Top Team from The
MMA, Jorge
no, I mean,
Masvidal.
that, yeah, whatever. No, you're
Yeah.
forgetting the match before the Bucks.
Oh yeah, don't forget. Yeah, we still had Chris Statlander and
Statlander, though,
Bundy,
man.
but
look,
once again, I'm sorry. No, I didn't care about this match because no, it was a mixed tag match, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was automatically going for Statlander and Cassidy because Blade and Bunny works for Matt Hardy, so I automatically want them to lose.
yeah. The reason I didn't care too much, which of course I did forget. I didn't forget that Statlander and Bunny were on the show. I just literally forgot about this match because
yikes.
it's and it's no discredit to them. It's the fact that it doesn't really mean anything. Like, because I mean, you could think about
It's their current rivalry right now. I guess.
True, but even with this rivalry in itself, like I still don't see it. Like there's no true end game in this. Like what happens if Cassidy goes over like Blade? Nothing. If he gets to Matt Hardy and that happens, still nothing happens. Like you can think about these tag matches that happen. Like let's say for instance, Top Flight and Bucks. It's to showcase that team. This one. There's no title involved. There's no real storyline involved. This doesn't truly get anybody over because everybody that needs to be over in this situation is already over. Statlander's over. Cassidy's over. Blade and Bunny, they really don't gain anything from beating anybody, and they don't really help anybody by losing to other people. So that's the only problem that I have with that. And this could be to Scoot's credit, and the fact that, the whole Matt Hardy thing, the Matt Hardy family office, isn't really doing anything for those involved. Because, I mean, again, it's like we said with Private Party. They are off into the land of obscurity because, being in this. They would benefit way more from being detached from it.
HFOFOH. I mean that.
I like that one.
But that's why it kind of completely skipped my mind. And no slight on anybody involved. It just literally just did not cross my mind. Like I literally didn't even have a banner for it. Surprisingly enough.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. Ouch indeed. Ouch indeed. But
let's see. I don't know. It's just a rivalry to keep people on TV, I guess, to start showing Bunny more. Something that I keep forgetting about Bunny is that, well, A, her and Blade are actually together. And yes. B, she's been in the business quite a while, actually. And
yeah, she had a tenuous career in Impact until she got stabbed.
Huh?
So she got what?
Yeah, back that up.
Okay. Y'all don't know that anytime somebody leaves Impact, they usually die?
No.
Okay, don't forget. Remember, how did
Kayfabe die, of course, but yeah.
Oh, yes. How did Ethan Page... Remember, Ethan Page got his own heart ripped out by Karate Man. Ethan Page is going from Impact. Okay, God damn it. Okay.
What the hell? Maybe I'm tripping.
Okay.
They do this for everybody?
Not everybody, but they do it for certain people. They do it for a lot of people. Okay. What happened was, it was a war between Rosemary and Su Yung. And this is when they were still doing their whole dark arts and I forgot what they called it. Bunny got mixed up in it. I'm sorry, Allie got mixed up in it. And that's when she became, what was it? Demon Alley or something like that?
Yeah, she was a Demon Alley, and then they became Demon Bunny.
Well, what happened was...
No, she was Bunny, and then Rosemary was supposed to be the demon, right?
Well, her and Rosemary were in cahoots until she turned to the dark side and joined Su Yung. Well, they had this dark... I forgot what they called it. They had some type of match where Rosemary was trying to save Bunny or Allie and bring her out. Well, the finale was Rosemary won, but Su Young had this weird knife, and she was trying to stab Rosemary, but ended up stabbing Allie. Of course, Allie died, and of course, after she died, boom, Allie is all elite.
Okay, fair enough. I have to look more into these old Impact / TNA deaths.
So usually a lot of times, because I know somebody was shot. Remember when he was talking about how we had that match with Tommy Dreamer when we was watching Impact because Kenny Omega was supposed to be on it? Somebody was shot and killed, and I can't remember who that wrestler was. It might have been somebody who's probably in a different promotion now. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of times people die to leave Impact.
Fair enough. But yeah, the reason I didn't bring up the whole American Top Team situation.
Wait, hold on. Before we talk about that, can you answer me this question? Because maybe I could be late. Or maybe it's the fact that she was off TV for a while and I get to see her again. Mm-hmm. Has Statlander always been though?
She was, I mean, yes, but she's even more though than she was before her injury.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, she's changed her hair color. It looks like she got a tan. Like,
okay, I was wondering because I was like, have I been sleeping on Statlanders though?
No, but no, she was though, but now she's though. And JR
Crocker bakes cakes.
Okay.
JR had made note of it, I feel like 1 or 2 times too. Like talking about how she's in great shape and everything.
Okay. I was making sure I wasn't sleeping on Miss Statlanders though before.
True indeed.
But I'm gonna continue to keep sleeping on bunnies though until she's done with the HFO. So sorry.
Enough. But yeah, I have
cackle she does is almost as bad as Vicky's. But
yeah, I was upset because the whole with
American Top Team
because I'm never upset with American Top Team. I was upset with commentary because they when they brought up everybody on screen said Dan Lambert and then they said and Jorge Masvidal. They completely skipped over the Lioness, Amanda Nunes.
Didn't somebody else end up saying her name, or was it Dan Lambert that said her name?
I'm pretty sure Dan Lambert said it, but nobody on commentary said that shit, which is very disrespectful.
Which is more disrespectful because she's more dominant than Jorge Masvidal.
She's holding 2 belts, right? Probably the only person in UFC right now that is holding 2 belts.
Not to be disrespectful to women, because I never like to direct this word towards women. The Lioness is knocking bitches out.
Oh, absolutely.
Damn.
Absolutely.
I mean, to spin off on a mini MMA rant. I remember my brother told me that what's her name? I can't think of her name. Who? He said that she fought Amanda Nunes, and she was like, "I'd never been hit that hard in my life," to where she contemplated retiring because Amanda Nunes was putting them hands on her.
Oh, that was probably wow. Why is it? It's
her name is there. It's just not coming.
Yeah, because she's supposed to be coming back.
But yeah, that woman has been put in the pause, literally and figuratively, since she's the Lioness. She's been put in pause. Misha Tate. Thank you. Tate. She's been putting the pause on people, and y'all just overlooked her like she wasn't just standing there. Like the disrespect. Disrespect.
The disrespect. The absolute disrespect. AEW commentary, Excalibur, Schiavone, JR. Don't do that no more. Put some respect, like Baby say. Put some respect on her name.
Exactly.
And we mean that.
Yeah.
Also, Baby said that as well.
Now, is you finish or are you done?
But yeah, but we go from that to
oh yeah, Dan Lambert got slammed by Murder Hawk Monster. Yeah, that's how it
yeah,
ended.
this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
basically if this keeps going on, they're probably gonna make Dan Lambert, the Pete Rose of
that was such
AEW.
Shit.
that was such a time filler ass moment that it was like y'all had nothing else, huh?
Basically,
But
you should have put Miro on
Hey
the mic
Lambert,
for
you want
it.
to take a bump real quick?
right? Is there anything we missing out before we get to this match?
Oh no, there was.
Oh yeah,
There
the
was.
sit down between
Oh,
Darby and
Darby and
Ethan Page.
Ethan Page.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that.
so then there's two things then. So yeah, the sit down with All Ego, Ethan Page, and Darby Allin. I like this because again, they're not treating like their independent history and rivalry was not a thing. They're not treating it like it didn't exist, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that Darby was able to humanize Ethan Page. Bringing up the fact that he does have a family, that he does have kids, that he does have that life, even though he is being who he is. And with Ethan Page acknowledging that and feeling that gripe and that hatred for the fact that Darby Allin made it to AEW before he did because he feels that he deserved that spot before Darby got there. And they're building a story around that rather than it just be about Ethan Page not liking Darby Allin, and then that's that. There's layers to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that because of the fact that you're not looking at this from a one-sided perspective. Like you're actually looking at this like, you know what? If we unpack it, can we say that Darby would be there if it wasn't for his rivalry with Ethan Page? You can actually sit there and question situations now.
Okay.
And I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're taking the time and not making this like a nothing match. They're actually bringing it to a point to where a lot of it means shit for both of them, where you can actually say, okay, you know what? Whoever wins from this is going to gain something. Whoever loses from this may be maybe to their detriment, to where they may hurt on the card or hurt within the roster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did enjoy this because I didn't expect to, because I just didn't know what they were going to do. Because when I seen it come on,
And then too, not only that, but I like when interviews are like this, when you have such a heated rivalry and it doesn't always have to end in the whole proverbial fist flying at the end.
true.
They sat there like gentlemen, talked their shit to each other, and it ended like gentlemen.
I did like
I
Ethan
enjoyed it.
Page's little snarky, like, Darby, thank you for not touching me this week.
Yeah, so I love how interviews can be that way.
Yeah.
And then we also got another backstage thing with they set up for Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Going up against John Moxley for
Can I
go ahead.
Can I say something here?
Hell yeah.
That video package make me say, should Carl Anderson beat Moxley for that belt?
The short answer is possibly. The long answer is he just might.
I was looking at that package and I was like, shit, have I been sleeping on Carl Anderson again? I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the fact that when we talked about them not being on both AEW's roster or Impact's roster, I completely forgot about the fact that they're supposed to be starting a new contract with New Japan.
They are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I didn't either. Okay.
So this
I'm just
might
over here eating jolly ranchers.
this might make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that if that is the case, this might be what they do. They might end up having him beat John
Take the
Moxley.
belt off him.
Yeah, or let me not say beat John. Maybe say take the belt off of John Moxley.
Yes, because I think they're gonna hashtag beat up John Moxley anyway.
Which I'm glad they brought that shit back.
Me too.
You're right.
Me too, because I used to love it. Hashtag beat up John Cena.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they announced it in June.
Okay. I
That,
didn't know that.
let me see.
Damn.
Yeah, so I think they are officially back in New Japan.
Okay. So hell, he might take that belt off of Mox.
Well, then that furthers the whole New Japan relations with AEW. Then, if you keep the Good Brothers there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let me double check.
My question is, who from AEW might be going over to Japan? Well, I guess nobody right now. Or they had the American show.
Yeah. If they start doing the American show more, I can see, and then I can see somebody probably showing up at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
They'll grant somebody or somebody's to go over there for Wrestle Kingdom.
Ooh, this is down the road, but that wouldn't work out. It's too long between each other. I was just thinking if Jericho does end up losing to MJF and he says he ain't gonna do stuff.
I was literally that's the first name that came to my mind was Jericho.
Yep.
I don't know who he will fight, but Jericho was the first name that came to mind.
I mean, he's got a standing rivalry still with Tanahashi, I think.
Well, he's still on their roster.
He is.
Okay.
I think he's got a few more matches contracted to him or something like that.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
All right. Can I introduce this?
Go ahead, Sue. Go ahead. You can all of it.
The main event for the World Tag Team Championships, we had champions, the Young Bucks. I'm gonna get back to them, but of course, Penta, El Zero Miedo, and Sean Kingston versus the
Eddie
AEW.
Kingston. He said Sean Kingston.
Oh, whoever his name is, Eddie Kingston, Sean Kingston.
Whatever his name is.
Kofi Kingston don't matter. Okay.
Oh no.
Point was.
Oh, he's being a heel right now. He's being a heel right
now.
There was one thing Matt and Nick did not do, or at least one of them. Because not only did y'all not see the heelish attire they came out in,
yes,
one of them should have had cornrows. If one of them would have had cornrows.
Didn't Nick come out with a do-rag?
Yes.
So,
Nick came out with a do-rag. Matt had the bandana.
So then this should have been Matt with the cornrows.
One of them should have had cornrows. And see, Lip Dizzle, you picturing it. That's the first thing I thought about when I saw them. How they had the short jean shorts at that. One of them should have had cornrows.
Damn.
That would have topped it off beautifully. Young Bucks, as faces, whatever. As heels, y'all are my guys. I am a self-proclaimed heel myself. And oh my God, y'all are giving me everything as heels. As faces, y'all can go some with the face shit. As heels, you get this from me as heels. Matt, Nick,
fair enough.
Damn. But we can discuss the match.
Without further ado, this match. Wait, didn't they shave off? They shaved off their facial hair, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kenny kept
Kenny's the only one that kept his.
Yeah. But I enjoyed this match. Of course, once again, commercial breaks, but it was going to happen.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that because I'm like looking at the entrance now since you brought it up. Nick's earrings.
Yes.
They're cigarettes. Or at least they look like cigarettes.
Like I said, one of them should. I'm telling you, if one of them would have had cornrows, I would have lost it. I would have lost it.
I didn't even notice his earrings the whole damn match. That would have been perfect. Yeah.
But I enjoyed the street fight. Of course, Kingston and Penta. There was only one time where I thought they could have won the titles, but that was only when Kazarian came out later. But for the most part, I figured the Young Bucks was going to retain.
I thought Matt was going to be out for a minute after he got destroyed through that table, man.
Yes, that was sexy. That was sexy.
That was so beautifully done.
Yeah, that was a sexy destroyer there. But
Did
yeah,
you see the earrings?
well, whenever he loads back in,
No,
obviously they want him to be great.
I'm trying to, because I mean, you said no commercial break.
There were cigarettes for earrings.
Were there any cigarette ads? At any point in
I
time?
don't know.
I have
don't think
no
so.
idea.
Were there any cigarette breaks at any time?
No, I don't believe they allowed smoking in the arena.
So they stayed there for the entirety of this match?
I'm looking.
No. I think there was a commercial break, I thought.
There was a commercial break. No, the cigarettes are still on him during at least the start of the match. I'm still looking.
Wait, so
Yeah.
was there any commercials? I don't remember.
I think there was a commercial.
I think there was a picture in picture.
Yeah, I think it was picture in picture.
Let me see.
But you know how I feel about picture in picture. It's
Yeah.
like
yeah, there was a picture in picture. I'm scanning through it right now.
I automatically tune out of picture in picture.
Understood.
Automatically.
Nick kept these fucking cigarette earrings on. Oh, at least halfway through the match because I don't see him wearing them right now. I'm like,
yeah, this now, of course, just like I said last week about this match, or about the previous match, about them having like, you know, the title eliminator shit, and it not meaning anything because they weren't going to be the ones to take the titles off the Bucks. They still treated this match as if it was a possibility. Because there were moments where I looked at this, I was like, especially when Kazarian came out.
And that's why I was telling Jaeger, that was the only part where I thought that, wait, could this go Kingston and Penta's way? With Kazarian coming out?
And I know I didn't harp on it yet, but of course, with the fans being in attendance, this made it more impactful, especially with Kazarian coming out, because it caters to the storytelling that they have within AEW. Because with that being an addition outside of like the Good Brothers coming out and then Kazarian coming out, like everything just felt like must see. And
yeah,
like to be involved like within that, and then to have the fans react to everything that's going on, it brought me back a little bit. It brought me back to what I appreciated about like the Attitude Era, where shit's going on. It's just like, damn, like, yeah, we know the match is going on, but everything else that's going on is just like, damn, like I'm invested. Even if Penta and Kingston didn't win, this still made me more interested in the match because of it. Even though, because even before, like last week, when I came on there and I said I wasn't interested in this made me interested in more than just the outcome of the match. This made me interested in just the storytelling and everything that's been orchestrated within this whole deal.
Yes. Now, I will say this. AEW has to be careful. And I don't want them to catch a lawsuit because you saw when they threw them thumbtacks, there were people who caught some thumbtacks in the crowd. And I was like, look, y'all better watch out because somebody might get too happy. And boom, It could change everything.
These are
Yeah.
facts. However, I'm sure one fan was happy to get a spit-covered thumbtack from Kingston.
Yeah, because it was that one. It was when Matt had grabbed a handful of thumbtacks and threw them at Penta when Penta was on the side.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn, like you really like. I was like, that's you really did that shit.
Like, you just threw thumbtacks at this man. All right.
Like he just threw them shits.
Yeah, and you know, RIP to Penta's ass because like his ass just got nothing but thumbtacks when he landed, and I was just like, fuck, just a pin cushion for real. But yeah, I'll always get real iffy when the thumbtacks come out because AEW, they just don't give a shit. They'll throw them in the middle of the match and say, you know what, we still having this match, and it makes me squirm sometimes because I'm like, fuck, man, just be careful.
No, I was looking at the Bucks' knee pads, man, and they were like covered in, not so much covered, but they were like peppered in with tacks and like padding or no padding, man. That's still got to be poking the shit out of you.
Kingston, you got to be careful too, man. Like I know you want to do some dangerous shit.
Kingston don't give a shit, man.
I know he don't. But
apparently not.
Them thumbtacks in the mouth, man. Now, granted, he only got kicked like in the head. They didn't kick him in the mouth. He just kind of spit him out, but still.
Yeah.
Still just the thought of it.
Dude, like, imagine like whatever bump if he lands on his face and he still has like one or two like in his mouth because he couldn't get them all out. Oh.
Yeah, no. But obviously.
Hey. Oh, hold on. I think we talked about this before. How much extra they got to put on your paycheck for you to take a thumbtack spot?
Depends on how long the match is.
What's the minimum amount? You be like, hey, if I'm gonna take a thumbtack spot, I got to get paid at least blank for the thumbtack spot.
If it's like a 10-minute match, like 10,000, just because that adrenaline ain't really gonna set in like that. If it's a longer match, I'm probably gonna be numb to it.
So you're saying like the finish has to be the thumbtacks, not the thumbtacks, and then 10 more minutes of match.
Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of thinking that too with the.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, if I got to deal with the tax throughout the match, you're gonna have to put some shit on there. But if it's the finish, you know, like nice little 5K.
Yeah, I was thinking like 10,000 somewhere around up in there.
Yeah,
you know, because thumbtacks,
exactly. Because I just don't. It's just because I'm thinking about the aftermath. Because one, they go in. That's that happens. But then they got to come out, and then you got to deal with just like the whole deal of like.
Thank you.
With, like the aftermath pain on that.
Everything good, Jaeger?
Sorry about that. Fucking biggest roach I've ever seen just had to crawl under my door. I'm on the second floor. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then I kill the damn thing, and then Loki tries to eat it. So, yeah, that was fun for a second. Did you hear the big splat?
Yeah, that's why I asked what I heard the splat.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I wanted to get that thing dead with a quickness, but
all right, Jaeger.
Pardon the interruption.
What's the amount that they got to pay you to take a thumbtack spot?
Me?
Yeah.
How long's the match?
Okay, let's say it's a 15-minute match. And the thumbtack spot is not the finish.
Oh.
So let's say 10 minutes in, you take a thumbtack spot and you still got 5 minutes.
I still got to fight for 5 more minutes with thumbtacks, like in my ass or wherever the hell. I don't know, 25, 30.
Okay, let's say if it's a 10-minute match and the thumbtack spot is the finish.
That just sounds like it's gonna be worse. So if I end up looking like Eddie Kingston getting a mouthful of mouthful of thumbtacks kicked out of my mouth,
Mhm.
let's call that 40, 50.
Okay. Well,
I'll
hey,
be reasonable. I go with the competition prices, but I'm not gonna just do it for the baseline.
Jaeger, he's way more expensive than we were. I mean, hey, Lip, he's way more expensive than we were. We were talking about 10,000. We are undervaluing ourselves here.
Right?
I mean, yeah, Lip gave it away with the if it's 10,000, then yeah, I'm not gonna do it for the baseline.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it also depends on how I have to take those tacks. Is it going to be the
True.
back, the head, or if I got to take like a fallen angel onto it?
Mm,
I'm not taking I'm not
mm,
taking a head tack shot. I'm not doing that.
mm-mm. I'm not.
Now,
I'm not even. I'm not even taking that spot with Matt throwing thumbtacks in my face. Like, I say, fam.
you see, I'd do that one because there's no way they're like you cover your face for a second real quick or whatever. But damn, Penta, like he must have like closed the hell out of his eyes or something.
I will take a thumbtack back spot.
I would take that.
You
Like
wouldn't
it.
take that stomach and chest spot?
Fuck no.
I'd do that. Like I would try and do like a shooting star press or something and like land on the
Okay.
ground.
Ooh,
Okay.
you took me down hard.
Only reason why I wouldn't take a stomach or chest is because there could be a wayward thumbtack that could go lower.
Oh,
Fair enough.
oh, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about my nipple being pierced.
Nope. I will strictly do back.
Oh, why did you have to say the
Oh, the
nipple?
nips.
Oh,
I ain't
Just
think
say.
about the nips. But no, I will get slammed my back into
I was about to say I
thumbtacks.
would probably take a pedigree on tax, like if it was going to be
Oh,
in my
Jesus
chest,
Christ.
like on the chest, not my. I'm not putting my face in thumbtacks. What I just said, no headshots.
I know, but it's just a thought. It's just a thought.
Oh yeah. But yeah, now that you brought up wayward thumbtacks and nipple piercings,
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
say
I think Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa did it the worst because like she
they
slammed. They got
did.
slammed on there. And they just
They
stayed
did.
there. They
They
just
stayed there.
stayed there,
Mm-hmm.
rolling around like nah, pinning
Y'all
on it,
good.
kicking out, still hitting each other, pinning again. Just
Uh-huh.
nah.
Do you take a bed of thumbtacks? Not a bed, but like a scattering of thumbtacks, or do you take a scattering of Legos?
Only reason why I would take the Legos
Oh,
because they don't have to pull them out of me.
Uh
But Legos are some thick ass plastic.
yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. I would probably take the tacks because I would take the punctures to be the pull out
mm-hmm.
rather than just like the whole like surface skin tearing that Legos do. Because yeah, they may not stick to you,
true.
but them
You
corners
right.
gonna do some damage.
Those corners gonna tear your shit
All
up.
It's
right.
gonna be so annoying afterwards.
We fuck it now. We here. Will
Oh
any of
shit!
y'all take a barbed wire spot?
Where?
Yeah, that's the important question.
The unsanctioned match between Moxley and Kenny when they got slammed into the bed of barbed wire.
Oh, that shit. Oh no. Mm-mm. Nope.
Given the
No.
fact that that was probably like a lot of movie wire,
Yeah, that's
but
what I was thinking that it was. If you talking about actual barbed wire, no.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
not going to that.
Getting thrown into the ring ropes of barbed wire, like in that exploding barbed wire death match.
Wait with the explosion.
Without.
I'd probably do that.
I take either or. I take either one because I'm not tripping on that. No pun
I've
intended.
always told Ashley I would love to be slammed through a table, and I would love to be thrown off a ladder.
Yeah.
Like
Table,
I would I'll take a ladder spot.
Would you take the edge barbed wire spot?
Whoo, shit.
refresh my immediate memory.
Edge and Cactus
That's
Jack.
tough.
WrestleMania 20.
No. He wasn't Cactus Jack. He was Mick Foley.
Nick Foley, yeah.
That match. Shit.
That's a tough one.
I might, but it has to be above the eyebrows.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just put it out here right now. Between the three of us, what's the most extreme spot you would take, period?
I don't know. That's that spot right there.
What's the most extreme?
God, yeah.
What's the most extreme spot you would take, period?
Whew.
Honestly, depending on the type of wrestler I am and depending on my storyline, because most likely me being a heel, if they could safely do it, and for me to get my ultimate comeuppance, I would take a getting thrown off the sales spot.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
I'll
that
take
myself.
it because I get my ultimate comeuppance.
Which sale though?
Huh?
Oh, I'm talking
Which
Taker. I'm talking Taker Foley.
So the
no,
first
I was
sale.
talking about the original. Yeah, I'm talking about the original.
Okay, the original. I'm about to say it's like these new sales. Like fuck, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. The new sales way too high. Hell, you saw that Drew McIntyre didn't even fall from the top. They fell midway through. Oh no.
Yeah, these new sales are bullshit.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the old sale. I get thrown off. Like I said, I ain't gonna say any spot, but I would do that grand spot to get like my ultimate comeuppance.
Yeah,
And
solidify
if me getting
yourself.
thrown, so to solidify the good guy getting his revenge, I get thrown off a cell or off a cage.
And let's be honest, I mean, it'd be pretty fun for like a week or two. You're like in the neck brace in a wheelchair, like, fuck you, man.
All right, so I gave mine. What about y'all two?
Damn it, you stole my idea.
I mean,
I want help it.
Okay.
Well, hold on. No, Taker, Foley. Was the table not on fire?
No, that was Edge
and Mick Foley. That
Thank
same
you.
match.
Yeah, that.
Oh, so you'll take a flaming table?
I would take the flaming table.
Okay.
I ain't doing that barbed wire bat bullshit though.
All right, Mr. Deasley, what's the most extreme spot you'll take?
I would probably take on top of the ladder in the ring, tipped off into the stacked tables outside the ring.
Oh, not through another ladder?
Oh no, fuck that. That talking about that Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy spot. I mean Jeff Hardy and Edge spot. Fuck that.
Or that Cameron Grimes spot.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Yeah, no. Nobody's gonna take that Joey Mercury ladder spot.
No.
God damn it, Mia Yim spot.
Yeah, she hurt her whole arm.
No, someone when EO had drop kicked the ladder and it fucked up her nose.
Oh no, I'm talking about she landed on the ladder.
Yeah, when she landed on the ladder, the other one, the other spot. Actually, I would take the Andrade and Finn Balor ladder spot if it puts me out the match for the rest of the time. When Andrade had that sunset flip powerbomb to Finn on that ladder, I'll take a spot like that if it was to keep me out the match for the rest of the time.
You want me to get back up from that?
Exactly. Like, wait, you want me to get up, fam?
It's like, nah, I think I'm cool.
But yeah, I think getting thrown off the top of a cell will probably be the most extreme spot I'll be willing to take.
Yeah, it's just especially like into the table and under the fucking metal barricade where he kind of slid halfway under there.
Yeah, that'd be the most extreme spot I'll be willing to take. Thumbtacks, once again,
lingering pain, man.
If it's for the match and it makes sense, I would do it. I'm not gonna do spots just to do spots.
Yeah, no.
You know, if it makes sense, yes, I will do it.
Kingston's a crazy motherfucker. He does spots just for the spot.
Yeah, see, I'm not willing to do spots just for the spot.
What
No.
is it? Freaking. You see, but even landed on my ass with thumbtacks, like there's always like you just said earlier, with the stray tack, could be hitting right
Straight
on
tag.
could hit you right in the sack, and you're just. Mm.
Oh, another spot I'm willing to take. I'm willing to get slammed in the car windshield.
Oh, that sounds like fun,
Oh yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I'm willing to do that too. I'll get slammed in the windshield.
I mean, I think Trent Barrett is probably the one person that made it not look fun during
Oh my God.
that part of our
Fair.
call. Like his, jeez,
Yeah.
poor Trent.
Poor
That's why.
Trent.
That's why he's in and out of freaking surgeries.
Right? Poor
Yeah,
Trent.
no,
But yeah.
cool, but
Damn.
yeah, see how y'all got that extra shit.
Yeah, y'all got a whole little bonus there. Like,
They
Y'all
really
think
do.
whole
Scooter
little
Kai for
bonus.
that shit. Y'all
Yeah,
think
y'all got a
Scooter
whole little bonus. Y'all got a whole little bonus there.
Scooter Kai.
Kai. but
Camera slips.
yeah, but before we bid everybody adieu, Scoot, you got any final thoughts on AEW Dynamite, Road Rager?
Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson.
They get the chef's
There you go.
kiss? Oh,
They get a double.
okay.
Keep it simple.
Keeping
Oh,
it simple.
of course, Andrade, good to see you. Malakai, always. But yeah, Matt, Nick,
Huh. Jaeger, any final thoughts on your end?
Malachi is a welcome surprise. Hopefully he can bring his wife over soon.
we'll see.
We'll see. I'm on the same boat as Scoot with the Bucks. Kenny, you're doing good work, but at the same time, it's just for the throwback factor, at least to my nostalgia. But actually, no, there's no but. Just doing good shit. However, cowboy shit's better shit.
Cowboy shit.
Indeed.
And I'm excited to see where Fighter Fest 1 and 2 are going to go, and hopefully they just keep the same energy.
True that.
And happy 50 wins to Jungle Boy.
Oh yeah, happy 50 wins, Jungle Boy.
Absolutely.
Now, was that singles wins or just wins altogether?
I think that was singles wins, but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Damn, I ain't know Jungle Boy was racking up them W's like that.
Dude.
It's okay. His biggest W came outside the ring.
Over and over and over.
Gripping leather.
Gripping leather. Jungle man.
Jungle
man.
man.
Gripping leather.
I got any final thoughts.
Yeah, what you got?
Dude, I mean, come on, you got something.
Yeah, I just hated the fact that Miro wasn't on TV. Hated that.
He had to spend some time with his hot, flexible wife.
I bet he did.
Yeah.
Checked out all the flexibility.
All of it.
Ricky Starks.
Oh yeah.
Just yes. Just yes.
My man.
Of course, the same sentiment. Andrade, Malakai Black, which of course I think is a fantastic fucking name.
It is.
See where that shit goes. I'm very interested in that because
you never met a good guy named Malakai.
Ooh.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme either, but yeah.
A little phrase
I don't.
there.
Yeah, I've never met a good guy named Malachi. So yeah, Scoop.
Exactly.
Only Malakai's I've ever heard of have been like Amish.
Bad guy. All been bad guys.
I was just gonna go with Amish, but I mean, I guess they're in.
I mean, we're not gonna take it literal like that. I'm talking about like characters. They usually.
This is
evil.
also true. Yes.
No, but yeah, AEW still good and doing good storytelling.
Yo.
Thank you for sticking to the whole like fans in attendance thing. Like y'all treating these fans in attendance now like ain't shit happened.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad.
They didn't
I'm
miss a
so glad.
step.
Yeah, that's it on my end. Scoop, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me. Oh, hold on. I gotta make it more ominous. Find me in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, the light came up anyway. Well, fuck it. All right. Well, that bitch dead. But of course, always you can find me at the Scoutical. You know what I'm saying? If you think you at the pinnacle, just look up.
Just up.
And you'll see me just sitting there waving at you just like this.
There you go.
But I mean, if you do want to reach me on socials, IG, Twitch, YouTube, what else? TikTok at the ScooterRay. You know, I'm Googleable. Googleable. And you know who else is Googleable? The Less Than Stealthy Ninjas.
Oof.
They're Googleable as well.
Bam.
Shouts out to Boss, Zerk, and Aranya.
Yup.
Googleable. And you know what you can find us if you see us on Google? You can find IG, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube.
Oh.
What's that other one? Twitter. All that. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts. What's the other one? Podbean and
Podbean,
Pocket
Stitcher.
Cast, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, everything but Apple. Damn it. Everything but Apple.
They ain't got you on Apple yet? They fucked up. They gotta get you on Apple.
They ain't got us on Apple yet. But everything but Apple and Luminary is where you can find us, damn it. The Ninja Banter Podcast. We out here. Googleable. I'm trying to be humble, but when you start to see your hard work pay off just a little bit, you gotta kind of brag just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to come off pretentious. I don't want to come off like MJF or anything.
Yeah, but I agree.
But when your hard work pays off just slightly, you gotta let the people know.
You gotta let the people
that this shit don't happen.
Motherfucker.
Son of a bitch. I'm done. Jaeger.
I don't know what happened there. That was crazy.
Jaeger, where can the lovely individuals of the IWC, especially the ladies, where can they find you, good sir?
Well, let me see if I can make this any more dramatic than you did. Oh, no, see, it didn't work out too well. Anyway. I mean, same old. It's down there in the crawl, but I mean, it's the Twitches, it's the YouTubes, it's kind of the YouTubes, it's kind of the Twitches, Twitters, IGs, Facebooks, and what else do I have here? Oh yeah, PlayStations and Xboxes. I'm always down to find a player 2 through 16, depending on the game. Most importantly, I mean, shit, I just tried playing Burnout Paradise Remastered. Let me just say, the first 10 minutes of that were the most annoying 10 minutes for like a tutorial of any game, because it made you like find everything, and doing the online was just like, I had to Google shit just to figure out how to get into like a lobby. It was weird, but once we got it running, it was fun. So now that I know what to do, it's all good. But there's my little plug for Burnout. Ladies, I mean, guys, because I know that there's going to be guys that do it anyway, because guys are guys, and hey, I'm one of them. But
there you go.
The DMs, you know where you're at. But when and if I reject any of you and you're feeling a little down about yourselves, there's this guy right here that you can talk to and go for as a source to pick you up, to cheer you up, if you will.
To light up your life.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Find me at
like that. That's cool.
Lifestyle 1UP for all that good positivity. You know, your IGs, your TikToks, your other stuff.
Yeah.
But most importantly, the podcast is on all your podcast platforms that you love to listen to. Your Anchors, your Podbean, just like Scoot said. Of course, I am on Apple Podcasts. Scoot and the Ninjas will be joining me on.
No, that's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. They're gonna make it there.
Yeah. Once we get them listens and stuff up, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It has no choice but to happen.
It's gonna happen.
But of course, to shoot the shit and come at me for all the obnoxiousness that I may do in some people's eyes that may be seeming obnoxious. If you watch the NXT, if you watch the NXT reviews and recaps, you know, I'm not gonna get into the whole deal, but you know, there are people that may disagree with my antics. You know, you can catch me on the whole Lip Diesley front. You know, on the royal IGs, you know, the Twitters, Twitches,
royal
TikToks,
IGs.
You know, TikToks.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like a rainbow. It's like gold.
You know,
right.
I'm just saying, it's there. But yeah, but as I turn this back on, lights and everything, light shining in my eyes. Got to turn that down. But as I bid you all adieu, Too Sweet My Bros, for another successful roundabout recap of AEW Dynamite. Until you see us next time, you beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh out.